Today we're asking the question if you can beat Cyberpunk 2077 as Jackie Wells Jr. I was going to go with can you beat the game as Jackie Wells Sr., but that felt too Arasaka and creepy and weird, so I didn't do it. So my goals for the run are to use Jackie Wells' guns or punching since he was a boxer, do all the Haywood quests, get the Don't Fear the Reaper ending, save Songbird in Phantom Liberty, no hacking, quick hacks, or anything like that, all the boxing missions, and then to do, well, like I said, all the Haywood Assault and Progress quests, everything in the Haywood district, because he is from Haywood. So for his stats, I went with 6 body, 6 cool, and 4 tech. Because Jackie is buff, cool, and 4 tech. He's got a lot of 4 tech. I get through the first mission without that much trouble. Given that this is just pretty much a vanilla run with a gun, definitely a little concerning that we're struggling already, but it'll be fine, right? Definitely. So I talk to Dex, go through my standard opening, get the easy experience, end up at my first standard Assault and Progress that I always pick, and more good omens for this run. Yeah, lots of upside down, all kinds of stuff. Meet up with Evelyn, meet Judy, go through a brain dance, figure out where Yorinobu is keeping the relic, which is what Big Boy, what's his face? Dex, that's his name. He wants us to steal the relic. Meet up with Jackie, start the All Foods quest, have a nice relaxing talk with Royce about the robot we need to steal the relic chip. And everything goes like it always goes for me on this mission. Where I get greedy, get stupid, and I get dead. Also, Royce is dead. Also, Dum Dum is dead. A lot of people died. So, we start the heist, get through it pretty easy, where we watch Yorinobu and Saburo have a nice conversation. I'm attempting to get better with the gun, and shooting people with the gun, and I'm not good at shooting people with pistols at all. So I struggle a bus through this mission. Yeah, but I do get through it. I think I've got, I want to say 1 death, but that's probably another lie. We say goodbye to Jackie Wells Sr., and then Dex shoots us in the face, Takamura saves us, and then as soon as possible I head over to Jackie's funeral where we can pick up the main weapons for the run, a bike, and I learned here that Jackie was a boxer, and I had completely forgotten that fact, so I added do all the boxing missions at this point in the run. Takamura gives us a call. It tells us that he's got a plan to meet up with Oda, and that will totally, make it so Arasaka will help us. And anyway, yeah, so this is the whole start of the Parade Float quest line. So I equip the weapons at this point, and I play around with using, because there's 2 weapons that Jackie uses, and I play around with using one or both. I ended up landing on just using one and fully upgrading that. And I go through and I do some assault and progresses just to try and get better with aiming and shooting and healing and missing, and dying. Yeah, I struggle bus a little bit, a lot with the whole shooting thing. And yeah, at this point I had a good amount of money from doing a ton of assault and progresses, so I went and I upgraded all of my cyberware that I could. I bought the toxic punching gorilla arms, and then I quickly realized I liked those a little bit too much, and that's not why we're here. So I think Jackie Wells Jr. would have totally used the punching hands, but that's too easy and too fun, and that's not why we're here. We're here for shooting things with guns that I suck at. start cruising around town in some almost Jackie looking clothes. We ride around on his bike and start the automatic love quest to try and track down Evelyn and see what happened with her. I am also really good on the bike. Even when I try and do this quest stealthily, I I always screw it up. And it always ends up in a horrible firefight or a punching fight or something where everybody dies or I run out nearly dead and screaming. Yeah. Maybe if I was hacking. Maybe I could do it if I was hacking. Probably not. Find out from Woodman that we shot in the face that Fingers did some work on Evelyn. I have a nice conversation with some thugs outside of Fingers' clinic. And then we start tracking down Evelyn, who is at a electric power plant doing through some creepy XBD stuff that's really messed up. So we're here and we shoot our way through. I do a little bit of stealth before everything goes like it always goes for me. And then everything's exploding and on fire. We rescue Evelyn from this creepy pit and then work with Judy to get some brain dance info and figure out that the Voodoo Boys have hired Evelyn to steal the relic. And so we call up Hans to to have him get us an in with the Voodoo Boys so we can try and track down what the hell is going on with Evelyn and the relic. Another shopping spree, good old shopping spree. I buy more cyberware, I get some jumpy legs, some optical camo, auto heal, sandy, proximity shield. Yep, good stuff. We cruise around town, meet up with Takamura and Oda. That doesn't go anywhere. Nobody was surprised by that. We cruise around some more, meet up with Pan Am, and start pushing to track down Hellman, who is the architect for the chip that is jammed in our head and has ghosts in it. So we start helping out Pan Am. First up with the Pan Am missions is getting her truck back, so we can. Anyway, she wants her truck back, so she's cool. So we help her get it back. I muddle my way through this mission. I am greedy, too greedy for pistols, and die like I always do. Next up, Pan Am wants to get some revenge on Nash, who screwed her over and made her look stupid in front of Rogue, and I agree to help, because again, I like Pan Am, so more than happy to help her. This time I remember to charge the snipers and then shoot the snipers so the snipers don't shoot me. And then if you do that, everything goes much, much better. Learning, it's occurred. I'm shocked too and scared. Pan Am and I knock out a Kang Tao transport that has Hellman on it. Pan Am shoots missiles at it, like obviously that's how you safely and carefully knock out a person you need alive. But yeah, it works. It works. We go to the Kang Tao thingamajigger that we knocked out of the sky, and I'm too greedy. It's a problem. Very greedy, and I get shot a lot. But we get through. We find out where Hellman is gone, and track him down to a gas station. We get through the gas station. Oh my god, where Hellman is being held. It's fine. We're all fine here. We're not struggling really hard or anything. And getting shot a lot and dying and missing a lot and dying. No, it's all fine. I go to Ripperdoc, have him remove my gorilla arms and reattach my normal arms, which apparently he kept around like some kind of weirdo. Anyway, and I start the boxing missions, and the tactics here feel familiar somehow. Like I've Oh, I don't know. I played something like this before. Wait a second. Are all of you guys weak to Dark Souls 1? Is that what this is? Do I just gotta strafe around and punch you in the back of the head and then you win? Is that what's happening here? Oh, yeah. I guess it is. Well, fair play, I guess. Takamura, can't you see that we're in the middle of a whole boxing arc? We'll deal with your weird parade float fetish later. We Dark Souls our way through the balance of currently available boxing missions. I had avoided these up until now. I had always not liked the bear boxing thing this game had going on, but they ended up being pretty trivial and easy. Yeah, the more you learn. In the first mission with Sandra Dorset, Jackie is all telling you how to be stealth. So I'm like, yes, I'm going to be a stealth boy and then be cool. And here we are. Here's me doing the stealth action. And yeah, it's how I always do stealth, I guess. Yeah, stealth killed the rest of the people shooting me in the head and hacked the parade float for Takamura so he can, be weird with the parade float and finish this up. Finally, we can start the parade assault quest mission with Takamura. And overall, this is pretty easy until Oda. So we just get through the snipers, easy peasy, and move on. We finally get through our parade sniper objective and start fighting with Oda. And Oda stabs me more than the FDA's recommended daily amount of stabbing. So this takes a little bit of time. It is a pleasant refreshingly pleasant to have a gun and be able to like just shoot him out of his healing phase instead of having to wait for some weird cooldown to come off a cooldown so we can deal damage. So we get through here. It's a mess and it's a slog, but we get through. Okay. Now, after we took out Oda, we save Takamura. I said, okay, now we save Takamura. For the love of everything holy. I said we save Takamura and move on with our lives. Now, I start cleaning up Haywood in earnest. And this is a rough go. There's some not shown deaths here. Maybe there's a lot of not shown deaths here. We'll make up for all those not shown deaths later, I promise. And I decide that, you know what, Haywood can wait a little bit, and I'll come back here and take a nice refreshing break from cleaning up Haywood quests and do some nice shooting Voodoo Boys quests. I have a quick little shopping spree, so I'll upgrade and buy new cyberware, kind of see what I've got going on here, and a quick view on what I have going on for talents and whatnot. Like normal now, I just go through the front door for Placide because he explicitly tells me not to go through the front door, so I go through the front door. I use my standard stealth approach to get through this place, and overall this goes fine. I use some camo, go in, stealth a bit, and make it to the van and hack it. No problems. So I get to the Matilda fight, and this goes decently. I think I've got one or two deaths, but that's way less than my normal of either having to skip her because my damage is too bad or dying just a lot. So we get through here, no problem, and then I have a nice conversation with the Netwatch agent, and the Placide fight is easy and trivial and not really worth talking about. He goes down easy. After taking out Placide, I focus back up on Haywood and clear out the rest of the Assault and Progresses, missions, quests. I do, yeah, I do all of them. More show up, and then I finish those off. And with the remaining money for clearing out all those missions, I buy all of the bikes because I figured Jackie Wells Jr. would like that, and then I pick up the car that I think is in the first Street Kid mission, and I buy that. So now I'm broke, but I have a lot of cool cars and bikes. I go through all the Johnny missions with Rogue, so I can unlock the Don't Fear the Reaper ending, and I do all this prior to starting the Phantom Liberty stuff. Oh, I forgot that there was a random boxing mission that showed up that I hadn't done. So, yep, here's finishing off the final boxing mission, I think, where you actually box. There's another one where you, well, I didn't box, or I flubbed the quest. That's an option. Anyway, now on to Phantom Liberty. So, now I start going through all the Phantom Liberty quests and gigs and whatnot to get some levels and, go through the DLC. So skip to the time code on the screen that I'll totally put there if you don't want Phantom Liberty spoilers. Now here's the start of Phantom Liberty in earnest, and we just easy need to save the president. It's fine. I want my build to be cool and do cool stuff, and after rocket arms blowing up everything, this just isn't cool. Not cool at all. I wrote down in my notes that we died an acceptable amount of times on this quest, and I don't know if that's like a true fact or the ravings of a madman who has lost touch with reality. Yeah, there's a lot of zeros up on that little red life bar. I actually managed to do some cool stealth things for once before it all inevitably and invariably falls apart. So here's some I'm actually working for once, and then how I normally stealth things, which involves. Yep. I get to the robot that Songbird wakes up to help us. We run away from it, get to the fight. I die, I don't know, 5 times. I just skipped to the end here. We eventually got here. Easier when you realize you need to shoot the weak spots, but still, pretty lengthy fight when your damage is bad. So I start clearing through all of Mr. Hands' quests. He's got some of the best jobs. Quests, gigs in Phantom Liberty, and I like to get all the Hands job quests done that I can. So we get steal a van, we save some cops, we get some schema docs for somebody, we save a free clinic run by some kind of Dr. Frankenstein, and then do some work with Netwatch to help them out, and finally finish up the boxing mission with guns, like you do. For the first time ever, I met up with Reed, and on the way back, normally I get ambushed by a ton of Barghest dudes, but this time, nobody. I don't know what I did different. I don't know what changed, but I made it up here with no tail. It's amazing. I sneaky and shooty my way through the slider portion to try and figure out where the hell Songbird is. It goes fine. Yep. Yeah, well, Mr. Hands wants to meet us for about more jobs, quests, gigs. More hands, gigs. Yes, and I agree. Every time I get to this part in the Phantom Liberty DLC, I'm thinking, oh god, this is going to be such a big fight. Oh, wait, no, it's over. And now we talk to Songbird, and she's got some elaborate scheme, and she reeks of scamming us, like some girl from high school in math class or whatever. So, yep. And then here we are with Songbird. One last hands gig before we go save Songbird, and then I'll be okay. We side with Songbird on this one and help her get to the space shuttle slowly. This little corridor took a while. Took a while here to get through all of this. Yeah, long while of getting greedy, getting stupid. I say that a lot. I should say that less. Either way, I die a lot. Before starting the next part of Songbird's quest, I do some quick shopping and try and get my cyberware to a good place. I've long ago upgraded my gun to the max, so that damage is where it's at, and I'm hoping to make up the difference with cyberware. So the next part of Songbird's mission is she needs to get to the spaceport and fly up to space to get a cure for both of us, honest to God, both. She promises, double promises, a cure for all of us. I forgot how bad and this section can be. The first time I did this, I was doing a net runner, which was easy, and this is none of those things. This was a struggle. This took a while. We finally push through, get Songbird into ye old rocket ship, and finish Phantom Liberty. Now I start the Don't Fear the Reaper ending. And since I'm level 54, I was thinking, yeah, this will be easy. I'll just do this, knock it out, boom, video done. It was not any of these things. I don't know if the game is scaling to level 60 because I'm level 54, or if something else is going on. Either way, oh buddy, this was rough. After many tries, I finally make it to the elevator. I get everything done. I move on to the, next little save area, and eventually I get through that and make it to Atom Smasher. And yeah, my wife said, yeah, you should totally keep all those deaths in here. So here's a quick little montage of how my Atom Smasher fight went. Enjoy. After enough attempts, I decide to just load and go through the Johnny and Rogue ending and go through that instead. I did end up trying the Don't Fear the Reaper ending again, and switched out my cyberware, picked up better stuff, but it still didn't work. I spent another 2 hours or so of attempts, and I think I would have needed to grind out more levels, and I don't think I'm going to do that this time. If pistols were more fun, I would do it, but they just weren't. So I'm going to move on and take out Atom Smasher with the Johnny and Rogue ending. I decided to go with the ending where you give your body to good old Johnny and move off into the void with Alt. Seemed like a very Jackie Wells Jr. thing to do, to, help out a friend you've made along the way in Johnny. And that wraps it up. So yes, you can beat the game on very hard as Jackie Wells Jr. And I also included kind of a final tally of how everything went, and I'll put it up on the screen. Anyway, thanks for watching. Please remember to like and subscribe if you like what I'm doing, and leave a comment if you have any specific runs or you see something I did wrong. I'd love to hear about it. Anyway, thank you, and have a great day.